Volkswagen Arteon 2.0 TSI 280R Line 2017 review. 7. Petrol power does a little more for VW's new flagship than diesel, but the Arteon remains short of a selling point in a competitive class. What is it? This is the top-of-the-range petrol version of Volkswagen's new top-of-the-range fastback executive saloon, the Arteon. And top-of-the-range or not, it's got a reasonable shot at outselling its diesel counterpart, not least because that's not saying a great deal in the wake of the Dieselgate scandal. Also, however, because it qualifies for benefit in kind, BIK, company car tax at a lower percentage rate than its diesel rangemate, seeing as Volkswagen is highly likely to sell the car for less than the £40,000 threshold for £450 a year premium road tax. It also remains to be seen whether there will be any significantly cheaper versions of the Arteon offered in UK showrooms. This model gets 4-motion 4-wheel drive as standard, as well as a 7-speed twin-clutch automatic gearbox, and is powered by the same EA888 2.0-liter turbocharged engine you'll find in wide use across the Volkswagen Group. In the Arteon, it produces a Golf GTI beating 276 bhp and gives a 0 to 62 miles per hour acceleration time, of which many modern hot hatches would be rightly proud. The Arteon will be offered to British buyers in 2 trim levels, Elegance and R-Line, with the latter getting lowered sport suspension springs to match its standard adaptive dampers. Our test car is in the latter trim. What's it like? As a rational proposition, the Arteon has plenty going for it, just as we reported last week of the diesel version. Style-centered executive options like this aren't usually so roomy, and interior quality and equipment sophistication is good. It's as the dreaded emotional purchase that the Arteon's case begins to unravel, because, to these eyes at least, it's certainly no style icon, and neither does it merit a place amongst the most engaging drivers' cars in this part of the executive saloon market. The engine walks Volkswagen's practiced line between hushed refinement and sporting aggression. It's hushed at low speed and at a cruise, getting a little bit noisier, no doubt with help from the car's stereo speakers, in sport mode. It's always matched very carefully to the automatic gearbox, allowing shifts to be delivered in a timely and smooth fashion. With more than 1,600 kilograms to haul, and slightly less torque than it commonly develops in the Volkswagen Group's latest round of cheaper performance cars, the 2.0-liter turbocharged engine doesn't feel desperately potent, but it is typically flexible, responding keenly to the accelerator at all times and not feeling at all prescriptive about where within the rev range it's willing to knuckle down. And so, like the diesels, the Arteon petrol's performance feels brisk rather than fast, but nevertheless quick enough to command its place in the outside lane of the Autobahn. R-Line trim sport suspension makes for a negligible improvement to the car's ride and handling. There's a marginal sense of being more closely and consistently in touch with the surface of the road than in the Elegance trim diesel we drove, but at no point do the adaptive dampers give you the taut, settled body control needed in order to make the Arteon feel truly sporting. In sport mode, you'll find the car's motorway ride is simply slightly differently jiggling to that of the diesel, while its optional 20-in wheels thump and crash a little over sharper intrusions just as those of the diesels do. The Arteon's steering is fast-paced and its handling is a touch more agile than those of its rangemates, but the former remains short on weight and connected feel, and the latter still fails to really engage its driver much. Should I buy one? If you want a fast yet refined medium-sized executive car, and moreover if you like the Arteon's reserved, alternative identity within a part of the car market that includes more obvious options such as the Audi A5 Sportback and more seductive, exciting ones such as the Alfa Romeo Giulia, sure. But those seem some yawningly large caveats to me. You can't help but feel that Volkswagen is replacing a very handsome car in the old CC with one that looks smart but not beautiful, and competitive with the established premium brands in most ways except the ones likely to really make you want one. For buyers looking for a really stirring option here, all may not be lost. Volkswagen high-ups claim that a 6-cylinder engine does fit in the Arteon's engine bay, and that they've got a prototype running with such an engine. Whether anyone will be interested enough to make that car a reality, though, remains to be seen. Volkswagen Arteon 2.0 TSI 280R line. Location: Hanover, Germany. On sale October. Price: £39,500 TBC. Engine: 4 cells in line, 1984cc, turbocharged petrol. Power: 276 bhp at 5,100 to 6,500 revolutions per minute. Torque: 258 pounds-foot at 1,700 to 5,600 revolutions per minute. Gearbox: 7-speed twin-clutch automatic. Curb weight: 1,641 kilograms. 0 to 62 miles per hour. 5.6 seconds. Top speed: 155 miles per hour. Economy: 38.7 miles per gallon. CO2/tax band: 160.